The Council of Maritime Transport Unions and Associations, Comtua, has called on the government to come to the aid of truck owners as they allege that their jobs have been hijacked by foreigners. In a press conference held in Lagos, the national president, Comtua Adeyinka Aroyan, while highlighting some challenges faced by Comtua, says its members have suffered humiliation, extortion, and intimidation from members of the Lagos State Traffic Agency, non-state actors, also known as area boys and security personnel. Aroyan, who says truck drivers pay as much as 100,000 naira forcefully to Lastma officials should their truck have flat tires on the road. He warned that if the government do not urgently move to stop these acts, most of the truck owners will go out of business.
And we want the government to come to our aid and assist us in alleviating our sufferings, especially in the areas of insecurity, loss of business to foreigners, etc. And we strongly believe when this is addressed by the government, the maritime and logistic industry will be able to add more to the revenue generation of the country.
Some truck owners who spoke to journalists shared their experiences.
At least you are going to pass through about 35 points from Amuwo to Apapa Port, and everyone is collecting 2,000 naira. And if you are not paid, if the driver refuses to pay, they will beat him, break glasses, break windscreen. They can do many things. They've even killed drivers before, because if he refuses, they will bounce on him, begin to beat him. That's what we don't want.
The Lagos State will never call on the real truckers, which will represent why they are enacting laws that to govern transportation in Lagos State. Like the issue of Abadan, it was through the effort of Comtua that they were disbanded, because they were throwing about trucks incessantly at dead hours, using the military and the army and the street urchins to seize trucks from a moving truck, to seize truck from a driver, a moving truck. 90% of them are driven to their paths, not towed at all.
Our members not to take laws into their hand, but there is a level that one can resist. That one can control some of these members, because most of them cannot even explain what is happening. The profit margin has drastically reduced, and there is nothing to show. Drivers have been beaten, vehicles have been damaged, and nothing is happening. It will reach an extent that they will no longer tolerate it, and they will be forced to react, and that's what we don't pray for.
The Comtua president and members of the associations called on the government to rig the multiple extortion points of the road, as this is killing businesses.
About a month ago, Nigerian Port Authority, Lagos State Government, and the Maritime Police and the Nigerian Police all came together to say they are going to rid the road of these extortion points. Lagos State Government also promised to set up a mobile court to prosecute offenders immediately. It's over a month now. The extortion point is on the increase. The business is dying, and we are suffering. And we have been appealing to our people to be law-abiding. We don't want a situation where our members will resort to self-help, and that can lead to anything.
We are moving from Amuwo to Apapa. At least you are going to pass through about 35 points from Amuwo to Apapa Port, and everyone is collecting 2,000 naira. And if you are not paid, if the driver refuses to pay, they will beat him, break glasses, break windscreen. They can do many things. They've even killed drivers before, because if he refuses, they will bounce on him, begin to beat him. That's what we don't want.
Due to extortion and frivolous laws being put in place by the Lagos State government, their laws are not friendly to the haulage industry, as if we are not contributing to the economy. When we understand that before you make laws that will affect your citizenry, you need to consult the stakeholders in that industry. The Lagos State will never call on the real truckers, which will represent why they are enacting laws that to govern transportation in Lagos State. Like the issue of Abadan, it was through the effort of Comtua that they were disbanded because they were towing our trucks incessantly at dead hours, using the military and the army and the street urchins to seize trucks from a moving truck, to seize truck from a driver, a moving truck. 90% of them are driven to their parts, not towed at all. Like the first day, my trucks
Most of them cannot even explain what is happening. The profit margin has drastically reduced, and there is nothing to show. Drivers have been beaten, vehicles have been damaged, and nothing is happening. You know, it will reach an extent that they will no longer tolerate it, and they will be forced to react, and that's what we don't pray for.